Well, good afternoon. As I write this, I'm hearing sort of chunking noises coming from across the hall. Well, not to worry though, the plumber is in the restroom that's on just the other side of the wall. He's doing some of what plumbers do in restrooms. As our building is 50 or so years old, some of the plumbing is no longer what it once was, and it's in need of some upgrading and some repairing. And he's doing some of that for us today. Now, I've kind of saved up for him coming here today. He has 3 jobs to do in the building. The restroom over here is just one of them. Those jobs will probably take him at least until noon or later. I'm not looking forward to the bill, but I am appreciative of people like him who have the knowledge and desire to do these kinds of things. And I'm also thinking of people like mechanics, electricians, HVAC technicians, carpenters, heavy equipment operators, and others who have chosen professions that provide services, fix things, and make life a little better for all of us. Well, it used to be, it seems, that the trades, as they're known, were once looked down upon by those who believed that a university education following high school was really the only way to be successful. Trade schools, as they were called, were often thought of as kind of second-rate places for those who didn't have the intelligence to get a real education. But that thinking's changed considerably over the last few decades. Vocational education is in demand, great demand. Students are offered scholarships. Graduates can earn very, very decent livings after a couple of years or less of study and practice. And there are some vocational tracks that are as short as just 7 or 8 weeks or so, and they guarantee interviews with prospective employers for jobs that, well, they pay well over $40,000 a year. Anymore, people like Billy, the plumber who's in the next room across the hall, they're respected as true professionals, and they're often paid accordingly. These professions are no longer second-rate vocations reserved for those who couldn't handle college or university. As I think about all of this, I'm reminded of several things. First, things change. Plumbers and mechanics are now respected and really admired. Archie Bunker of the old TV show All in the Family once said, "I like change better when everything stays the same." Well, I think most of us would agree with him, but the fact is that change is endemic in the creation. Nothing ever remains the same in our universe. Second, the good book says that the laborer is worthy of his hire. Now, I don't know about you, but these people are worth every cent they receive, I believe. Not many of us would want to do the work that they do. They often work in dirty and unpleasant environments. They could easily be injured if they didn't practice good safety procedures. They often work long hours in out-of-the-way places. Many are on call weekends and holidays. They deserve their pay. And third, these people really keep everything moving. They keep the world on track. They are absolutely essential to the well-being of modern societies the world over. The man across the hall making those chunking noises isn't just some guy fixing a faucet. He's part of a greater network of vocational people who work daily to make the world a better place, at least in their corner of it. Which brings me to the point of it all. All of us, each one of us, in some way or another has a job to do, a vocation, if you will. We all live in and are part of the greater world order. We have a responsibility to do what we can to make our corner of the world a better place for our having been here. Now, we don't have to be a carpenter or an HVAC technician. We can be anything and still do that job. All of us can show kindness to others. We can all respect and treat other people with dignity. We can be generous toward those who may not have the necessities of life. We can, in short, treat others as we would like to be treated. And for those of us who call ourselves Christians, we can emulate, we can mirror Jesus Christ to the world through our lives, what we do, what we say. We can tell others who wish to hear the good news of God at work redeeming the creation and calling us to partner with Him. So I ask you, what is your vocation? No, I'm not speaking of what you do to earn a living. I'm now talking about what you do to help right the wrongs, to care for those in need, to generously give, making your corner of the world a better place for your having been here. Let's get to work. Blessings.